Hi everyone, we're Team 3. For this project, we focus on e-learning industry. There are three parts: strategic input, strategic formulation, and strategic implementation. So now let's begin with the first part, strategic input. We did an assessment of the general environment using pastel analysis. So there's not so many political and ecological issues within this industry. And for economic, this industry is definitely experiencing rapid growth. We can expect more innovative companies to break into this industry. And at a specific time, the COVID-19 pandemic, there may be a slightly economic recession which leads to higher unemployment rate and also leads to individuals to seek out education. So this can be an opportunity for the e-learning industry. As social-cultural, nowadays learners prefer to learn differently. They want to learn at their own pace. Many people now prefer online studies because they have more flexibility. For example, a mom can study online while taking care of her babies, and a working professional can take online courses after work to better improve himself. And online courses are always more affordable than traditional universities and colleges. Also, the demand of skilled workers is increasing, which can also be an opportunity for the e-learning industry. Technological. The e-learning industry is definitely technology-based. So now, since we have more advanced technology and software, we can easily build our own e-learning platform with more features, functions. Now we can easily interact with lecturers and our classmates. And there's not many legal issues within this industry. But one thing is very important, that is the information security. Customers need to submit sensitive and private information to register. So it is really important for us to protect their personal information. And then we did an assessment of the fact forces of the industry. The threat of entry is high because of the low entry barriers. Capital requirements are low and regulations are not so strict. The power of suppliers, I would say, is medium. The major suppliers are those online course content providers and developers because we don't develop our own course content. There's thousands of those providers, so we can easily find the course that we need. But only a few of them have the contents that are rare and valuable. So their bargaining power will be higher than normal providers. So in general, I would say the power of suppliers is medium. The power of buyers is high because, like I said, there's many competitors within this industry, so customers can easily find the e-learning platform that best suits their needs. And the switching costs from one platform to another are very low. And more importantly, the product and services we provide is not so different. So in this scenario, we need to focus on innovation. We need to provide unique course content for our customers so as to gain and sustain a competitive advantage. The spread of substitute is low. The substitutes would be those traditional universities and colleges, and they could be really pricey for many people. And they're also lack of flexibility, so the spread of substitute is very low. And finally, the extent of rivalry among existing competitors is intense. And considering the increasing need of skilled workers and low entry barriers, it can be projected that the extent of rivalry among existing competitors will further intensify.
Now let's look at the second part, the strategic formulation in our company. During the coronavirus period, a large number of small businesses have been seriously influenced. We can learn from this black swan event that not only business needs to have diversification in terms of having divisions offering different products and services in multiple locations, but employees also need to build diversified knowledge and skill portfolios that enable them to be more agile so that they can reduce the unsystematic risk in their career when encountering the unavoidable systematic risk, such as coronavirus outbreak. The core competencies we defined are as following. First, we aim to be superior at partnering with leading companies in various industries. Second, superior consulting services in helping customers and companies identify their needs and providing them with access to the resources that help them achieve their goals. Third, establishing an open source platforms that reinforce crowdsourcing and matching the customers and companies' needs by creating connections within our platforms. The, the business strategy we choose based on our strategic position is the blue ocean strategy. From our research, the underlying problem that many online education platforms are trying to solve is a growing skills gap, particularly as robots and automation are expected to cause large amounts of job losses in the near future. As one of our top competitors, Coursera's previous CEO, Rick Levine said, the skills gap can no longer be ignored as a major force driving world events. And millions of people lack the skills needed for new and better jobs, and increasing automation will only widen the gap. While it becomes harder and harder for people to get a job as the job market has been changing rapidly, it is also harder for companies to hire the talents they need. As we see this need, we strategize that by bridging, matching, and connecting the two parties' needs, we could close the gap that existed between the talent shortages and the career advancement for the job seekers. And since we are not trying to change what people and companies value, but how they will get what they value, the business strategy we use is Blue Ocean, which is also known as the value innovation. So we chose it because, in other words, we chose it because our goal is not to outperform the competition or be the best in the industry, but to redraw industry boundaries and operate within that new space. We believe by identifying what job seekers and companies currently value and rethink how we can provide that value, differentiation and low cost can both be achieved. And thus, our consumers from both parties do not have to choose between value and affordabilities. So let's see how value innovation can be applied exactly in our situation. In the current e-learning industry, there are so many different courses and categories of courses, so many online training centers and certification bodies, so many prices and options to discover that customers can easily feel overwhelmed. And also there are a lot of universities begin to offer online programs and online courses. It's not that people lack the options or access to courses, but it's the problem of which one is the most cost effective in terms of helping them to achieve their goals. As we all know, one of the main goals that people get education and earn college degrees is to get a job, hoping that they will get a decent return on their investment after graduation. So although platforms such as Coursera provides a lot of courses from the top universities, there are too many overlaps between course options, and the users might have questions like, what's the difference between the machine learning course Harvard provides and Stanford provides? And questions like which one should I choose when the costs and reputation of both courses are highly similar? In other words, most of the current e-learning platforms solve the problem of the cost of education by lowering the tuition fees, but they did not provide a clear guidance for choosing classes and making decisions. Seeing this gap, we come up with a solution which also fits in our blue ocean strategies. We will eliminate several taken for granted competitive elements, like a large number of course options from all kinds of universities, and the long application and admission processes for online certification programs. By eliminating the overlaps between similar courses provided by different universities, it reduces our cost of purchasing courses and getting authorization from universities as well. It also benefits us that we can reduce a large amount of fixed full-time technical employees in our company, and we will elaborate that later. And also, let's see how value innovation can help us increase customer benefits they perceived. As mentioned above, we need to help students, our customers and job seekers, and reduce the opportunity cost of choosing our online education platforms to the minimum. Our goal is to provide our customers with clearer outcomes of their choices. What we can do to achieve our goal is to bridge the need of the job seekers and the need of the companies. And in this way, we will raise the number of audiences that benefit from our platforms. Instead of only provide services for students, learners, and job seekers, we also serve as an outsourced training, testing, and screening center for companies. We will also raise company-provided certification courses well above the industry standards. And in this way, from the students and job seekers' perspective, certification offers a way to get up to speed in technical areas and to break into the high-tech job markets quickly with some marketable, proven skills. From the company perspective, the largest challenge for industry right now is that they want people with highly specialized skills that are not necessarily available at the university. And by combining the needs and interests of both parties, we can feel the certifiable need by providing certification courses that can prove to potential employees that a candidate has a specific set of proven skills or knows how to operate a certain software package or hardware platforms. However, we're going to provide certifications differently. As we, from our research, there are two types of certification: vendor neutral and vendor specific. A vendor-specific certification prepares students to understand and operate a specific vendor's technology. However, a vendor-neutral certification, on the other hand, goes more into the underlying theory behind the technology. Since the employers would probably have doubts about the plasticity and flexibility of a vendor-specific certification holder when it comes to a more general task that requires solid knowledge base. Just as the assistant vice provost at the University of Maryland says, certification is no substitute for a university degree. We will set vendor-neutral certification as the prerequisite of getting a vendor-specific verification. And by doing this, we can guarantee our the quality of our certification. And we can also define our main audiences. Our primary audiences will be the people who want to get up to speed in technical areas and to break into the high-tech job market quickly and with some marketable proven skills. And they can be people who want to pursue a specific position in the top tier company, but have a gap between their knowledge and skills with the company and the company's requirements. And our secondary audience, but really also our primary audience, is companies that need to recruit employees with highly specialized skills that are not necessarily available in the universities, or knowledge-intensive companies that have a high training cost. Since we will, by identify our main audiences, we can have a clear understanding how we can create value to create value for our target audiences. So rather than merely running an online training center, we match students, our primary audience, not only with specific certification courses, but also with our consultants and advisors based on their desired outcomes and the information we have on companies' requirements, providing the students with a transparent pathway towards their goals. More importantly, since we also need to help companies to hire the talents they need, we have to have a clear understanding of their requirements and collect the related available resources from companies. We can do this in two forms. First, if the company has their own training materials and courses, we will directly match the students who are interested in this company with the courses provided by the company. Second, if the company doesn't have their own training materials, we will work with the company and select the most relevant certification courses based on company's requirement, which match with company's needs. In both cases, we help companies outsource their training process, which reduce the cost of each new hire. And in order to guarantee the quality of the students that employers can hire directly without further internal training, we also need to set appropriate standards as a threshold to screen talents. This also can be achieved in two ways. First, besides the assignments coming with the courses, if there is any, students need to apply what they learn in the course to real cases. For example, we can provide an open source section on our website and list some of the courses and job-related tasks that need to be done. If the student can successfully perform the task on our platform, the students can earn the certificate. We can even provide internship opportunities for all the students who pass the certification courses. And also, if they can make any improvement on our website, solve specific problems in our operating process, or add value to our company in any way, we can offer them a full-time job or give them rewards or refund their course fees. So in this way, all three parties can benefit Since the company will hire talents with tested skills, the students will have real project, and verifiable proof of excellence that they can use to enhance their prospects for promotion and new jobs in the future. And we can also use the free labor to build and maintain our platforms. The second way we can screen the talents for the company is that students who pass the certification courses can make their information public, giving potential employers an opportunity to search our database for a short list of job candidates. For example, an employer could go in and find the top 10% of people who pass a network administration course in a city or state. To summarize the above, we mentioned we will create new competitive advantage by providing consulting services for both students and companies through accurate assessment and analysis of what knowledge and skill they need, and matching their needs, serving as an information broker. We will also create new approaches to provide students with internship opportunities and more verifiable projects they can use to market themselves. We will also provide new approaches for companies to select and screen candidates from our database.
On the third part, we're going to talk about our company's strategic implementation. So the e-learning company, we're creating service as a bridge between companies and their talent pools. Also because our service combines both vocational learning and resourceful sharing. So we would face some competitors such as All Night and LinkedIn Learning. All Night is a website developed under the sponsorship of the US Department of Labor. This website provides a lot of valid labor data and occupational information, including job tasks, job functions, and skills needed if you want to enter one industry. And LinkedIn Learning, this website provides a lot of video courses taught by some professionals in different industries. It allows job applicants to learn knowledge and skills from professionals and experts in the industry. So in order to maintain a competitive advantage, we need to be sensitive about our surroundings, about our competitors, as well as assume and analyze our adversaries' decision-making process. According to the Harvard Business Review, when one company is making a strategic move, 17% of all other companies will not react, 22% will make an innovative decision, and 18% will make a pricing decision. So when one company is implementing an innovative decision, the company will publish a new service or product. And on the other hand, if the company decides to make a pricing decision, it will adjust their products' prices in response to what its fellow competitors are doing. So we're assuming that those two companies are going to make some decisions. So we are assuming that All Night, besides all the information it provides on the website, we assume that All Night is going to add more company-related data on its website, and LinkedIn will lower its subscription fee on its website in order to attract more new users. So for the company structure, we're combining a functional and a metrics structure. So the reason why we're using a functional structure is because the functional structure offers a high level of specialization for our employees. And they're able to utilize their skills and knowledge in areas they're good at. and also the specifications would help them grow faster in the professional industry. And we have built 5 different functions, which are technology, website design, research development, human resources, and finance and marketing and service. So under the marketing service function, we develop a matrix structure. The reason why we use this structure is because we for our company, marketing service is a really important function, and our employees are playing significant roles in connecting companies and individuals who are our clients. So by applying a metric structure, it would provide better communications to our clients from both sides. Also, because every company and every individual are unique, when we're applying a metric structure, our employees are able to solve some provisional and complex problems during the service. Also, we're able to offer feedback to our clients in time. Also, as an e-learning platform, we provide a lot of vocational learning and resources sharing services. So we think that it is really critical for our employees to keep a professional attitude to our clients. So all the employees in the company are expected to be inspiring, professional, and honest. We also encourage our employees to actively network and build connections with different companies and individuals to gain more information and keep our company updated. And so it is also critical to have effective listening and communication skills. It would be really helpful for our employees to reach out and aid our clients. For working environment, we think that it is really important to always keep transparency and open communication between peers and supervisors. So our employees are able to know what they have contributed to the company, and on the other side, employees are able to learn from each other and exchange their experience and make progress to make our company stand out in the industry.